Wow, got that right on.
You got it right on time.
Hi, this is Lori.
This is Peter.
And we're here with Random Ass Reviews. I think I've named our channel to Random Ass Reviews now.
Oh, that's a good
because that's pretty much what it is. It's not going to be consistent. It's not, and that's stuck again. God damn it. Random ass stuff not working either. Anyway, so Random Ass Reviews, welcome to 2026.
Yes.
So we're wrapping up 2020, our movie watching of 2025. What was your favorite movie of 2025? There wasn't a whole lot.
I don't really know.
You don't really know. There wasn't. I didn't get to go to do a lot of whole lot of movie viewing this year, in terms of going to the theater and following that. It still seemed like another quiet year without a whole lot.
Yeah.
And I won't say, because I mean, we're in award season. There's a lot of buzz about all the movies that come out at the end of the year, and there's a lot of buzz. There just wasn't any like the typical movie going, non-Oscar baity, indie, strange, quirky, all that stuff. I just like a good old fashioned popcorn movie kind of stuff is just on the wayside, down on the wayside.
For me, it was more the popcorn.
You were more the popcorn? I mean, we're just like middle of the road. I mean, we like our highbrow movies as much, but, in terms of our reviews, though, I think we kind of cover just like what's going to be popular with your average audience kind of thing.
Whatever out there.
Yeah, whatever, But so this year, I think, we had the two that stick in my mind are Sinners and Weapons.
Definitely.
Films that I saw this year. Mm-hmm. We just talked about Frankenstein.
Yes.
That was a watch at home. Anything else that I can't think of anything else that I did finally. I just saw the Wicked sequel, and
oh, you did?
Yeah, I watched.
I haven't gone back to see it.
I figured you would. I didn't. That's the thing. I couldn't set up a whole screening and anything, and as I've said, the second part of the musical wasn't my favorite part either, and the movie is like, the second part of the movie wasn't as interesting. It's not. It's still good, but just not as interesting and engaging as the first half. Yeah. And they really should have just made a 3-hour movie. They used to make 3-hour musicals in the 60s. I was like, make a 3-hour musical.
I didn't realize that.
But,
Until one day I was looking back, I was like, but wait, that was a 3-hour movie.
There's a lot of 3-hour musicals from the 60s and 70s that,
and they were fine.
They were fine. You want to throw an intermission in there, you can. So it was... Yeah, it was more movie than that story needed, probably. I'll have to watch it again. Like, I watched it I didn't watch it in here. I watched it on a TV, and even the first part is not one to watch on a TV. Anyway, so that's 2025 wrap up. Where besides, the last thing we did watch was Running Man. We haven't watched One Battle After Another, which is getting... The Running Man, which is the first one, The Running Man. Let's clarify. Let's get this straightened out.
Yes, let's look and find
This one
out.
is The Running Man. It came out this year, starring Glenn Powell and directed by Edgar Wright, who is a director. I liked his last movie a lot. Was it Last Night in Soho, something like that? When was it?
I don't know.
I really enjoyed it. It's a horror movie that takes place in the 1960s London, and... remember that one?
London?
Yeah, don't you? We saw that saw how memorable that one was for Peter. And it could be because that era, the fashion and the style of that era, which they go deep into, which they have a lot of fun with in that movie. Was memorable for me. Running Man. 2025. What is the previous Running Man? 87. It is The Running Man. They're both in it.
Oh, they were both.
They were both The Running Man. Now, the original Running Man, The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger, was never one of my favorite films. I maybe watched it once or twice, I think. They did two films that around that same time. It was The Running Man, and there was another one. God damn it!
Was that
Now I gotta look up
something
Arnold
about,
Schwarzenegger. Total Recall,
Crystal?
and I don't know.
Total Recall.
I don't know. I don't think. I might be mixing up the two. I may have liked The Running Man a little more, but I just
I think
then I did.
I,
One of those I
Total
hated.
Recall more.
I hate it completely. So neither ones was willing to revisit. So they remade The Running Man. I said, you know what, it'd be interesting. Glenn Powell is kind of
Yes.
like,
because of Glenn Powell, I was definitely interested to see it.
Yeah, I like Glenn Powell. He plays a good asshole in movies,
Yeah.
and he can play a good guy. He's like got that.
Yeah.
He's got those leading man Hollywood good looks,
Yes.
and he's usually pretty good in a movie. He's
And
I think he has. They're giving him more leading roles. He's usually like some kind of side character, but
yeah.
in the last few years,
But what I really like about him
What?
is that he can play the asshole.
right.
And it seems like he
Yeah.
comes in the beginning, he's the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also the good guy.
The good. Well, this movie they
He can
tried
switch-
to play
switch into
him.
the good guy.
Yeah. So for me, and that was kind of the character they wanted it to be. This kind of guy who was an asshole, but I didn't really buy it that he was the.
You know why? He's too good.
He's too the asshole who could also be a good guy, who is really like
Right.
a good hot asshole with a heart of gold kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like there's too much of a good guy.
Yes.
I expect of him, which is weird. So anyway, it's Glenn Powell, Amelia Jones, Lee Pace. Lee Pace was on this way. Anyway.
Was that his wife?
Michael Cera, which you find there was a couple people in here. It was kind of surprising to see them. Coleman Domingo, I have to bring up. Josh Brolin popped up in this, which is, Thanos.
Yes.
Will forever be known as Thanos.
Oh, I really like the darker Richard Dawson.
Sean, the darker Richard Coleman Domingo. I love Coleman Domingo. The dark Richard Dawson. But that's right. I didn't know. Completely forgot that Richard Dawson was in. Richard Dawson, host of Family Feud in the 1970s and 80s, as well as
he
Hogan's
also
Hero.
hosted Hogan's Hero.
He didn't host Hogan's Heroes. He acted in Hogan's Heroes.
Well, he always knew how many taps it would take to get to bed. He was their Fonzie.
I mean, and his name family note. We had family who went on Family Feud when Richard Dawson was the host,
That's right.
and it's memorable because my sister does a handstand when they introduce the family on a table. So, if you've ever seen that episode, that's our auntie.
Yeah.
One of her ex,
yeah.
one of her ex-husbands.
Yes.
And my sister and a couple of our cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I gotta find that. They didn't
fun.
win, but but I've been trying to get that because they show these episodes all the time on TV, and I've been trying to catch it to record and get a good copy of it, and I could never manage to find it. Anyway, so let's back to The Running Man with Glenn Powell. It's an interesting take. I think the problem there, I had a problem with this movie. It's a decent movie. It's well made. It's well done. It's just not. They tried to kind of update it for today's audiences, but I think just the general concept just doesn't work for today's audiences.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed the movie to where there was actually more action
Yeah, there was
in
a
this
lot.
movie.
Okay, than the original.
Right.
Well, I've seen it once
But-
or twice in the 80s.
The action was
The action
it was more
decent.
today.
Oh, more today. Yeah.
Yeah.
The action. I mean, it was decent. Didn't blow me away. Didn't like. Oh, I can't wait to. That was a memorable set piece
Right.
or something like
Right.
that. And but,
It was like back when the original filmed, there was characters.
okay.
Now it was just kind of like,
yeah, it was a little paper thin in terms of character development. Like I said, they put Glenn Powell out there. He's supposed to be this kind of rough and tough, gruff guy, but he's got a family and a kid and hardworking, But it just, I didn't buy him. It just, like, they tried to establish that they didn't give enough time to establish that.
Right.
And before we're like, oh, we're into the running, we're into the situation. So it's like, I didn't buy him as that
government, back when Arnold did this, was very sinister.
Okay.
The government this time.
Oh, in the movie?
In the movie.
Okay.
The government this time was more
it wasn't
iPhone-ish.
I mean, it wasn't, was it the government or the TV producers? It was more the TV producer.
Well, that's what it brought out. But it was actually, to me, it was actually the government behind it saying, kind of, you do this, here's what you need to do it.
And, well, one of the things that did update is the difficulty nowadays to tell what's real and what's not. I mean, that's always been the case. They can lie about something about you and to convince a whole audience of people that you're one way or that you're not.
Right.
But that's even more of a thing nowadays. It's like more and more hard to fight against something like that. It's like you don't know what you believe because they can make it look so convincing now. And they try to incorporate that in this movie, but it's still about a television show and a TV audience. It's all gang ho. It's like that's not
definitely about the TV
but it's like
show.
People don't watch TV like that. I think it would have been an interesting angle if they took this as that TV thing is a dying it's a dying format. And the reason why they're like the producers are more desperate to do something like this in order to save.
Yeah, to kind of put something there that will catch your eye.
Yeah, they're trying everything to catch the audience's attention and have the audience not be so.
Right.
I don't know. It just like I said, it just feels outdated.
It
updated. It didn't. They didn't update it enough for that concept not to feel outdated.
Yeah, but with that, I think with today's people and where their thoughts are, you can't update it.
I mean, I don't know. You have to. Is it an app that they're all following? It's probably not as cinematically interesting unless you can do it.
I think you're right.
Unless you made it a TikTok movie where that's where you're gonna watch it in parts and kind of like have this like maybe AI concept of a story and you follow where that goes. Maybe it'll work like that.
Yes.
But hey, shit, we need to get on it. So, yeah, it just didn't work for me.
It did. As much as I liked it, I liked all the action.
Right. It was.
It didn't do it for me.
I wasn't upset for watching it or taking the time out to watch it, but just like Yeah,
maybe Thanos should have been Thanos.
Maybe he should have been. I kind of like, as much as I liked Edgar Wright's last movie, particularly some of the ways the storyline and the way it was far more interesting to me, and this one just didn't. It's like it's not that deep or layered. So for me, maybe I'm missing some of the depth and layers, but I don't. Yeah. I didn't get it. Either I didn't get it, or there was nothing there to get.
I'm more understood Thanos in Avengers.
We have to watch. They have a Knives Out. Do you remember Knives Out movies?
Yes.
Okay. They have a new one out with Thanos in it. He's in it. It's been working, but that's a role that I didn't get to watch that even, and that's on Netflix. Well, we're gonna plan a date, and but he's had far more interesting character.
Okay.
Playing I'm interested in checking that one out. So anyway, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about this movie. Yeah, so that was The Running Man. Not surprising. I kind of like, there was a lot of like promotion for this leading up to its release, and it just kind of like died at the box office. And like,
that's one thing that I was like,
there was a lot of commercial. I know. It's like, oh, maybe this will be a good. That's an interesting one. I wanted to see what they did and what they did. Did they do something that I would find more interesting this time as a concept? And
I noticed one thing that I had for years always been saying,
what?
And it came true with this. It's like the more that they hype it up, the less.
Well, they tried to promote this, and it was just not. Yeah. I can understand. I mean, people, it's tough times right now. I can't get out and go to the movies. Money is not flowing like it has been in the past. So I know a lot of people are feeling a little pinch that going to the movies.
Speaking of money, I think Arnold looked good.
Oh, I'm glad we brought that up, because I did love the Arnold Schwarzenegger cameo on this.
Yeah,
that was great.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
The
way they put that in there. So yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, that was fun. Points for that, but otherwise, it's kind of a man movie.
Yeah,
it's not very memorable. Fortunately, nice try, kids.
Yeah, they should have had Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, what's his name? Richard Dawson.
Richard Dawson. Isn't this based on a Stephen King movie?
Kiss a Girl. Kiss a Lady.
My poor sister she was about 16 years old.
Yeah, I guess.
And I remember it's like, ew, you gotta kiss Richard Dawson. He's gonna try to kiss you on the lips. This old creepy dude. And yeah, it's even creepier now, of course, because he would kiss all the women, and it's like, oh, dude, stop, no. And then, she's, anyway, my sister lived, and she does not speak of it.
Yes.
So I'm trying to think, wasn't this based on a Stephen King? Yeah, it is a Stephen King novel. So
Running Man is Stephen King?
It's a Stephen King novel.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. God, William H. Macy was in this too. Look at that. All these people in it. I can't even remember they were in it. Other than Coleman Domingo and Thanos.
Yeah.
Michael Cera.
I want to say, I like it better. But
George Michael and the Banana.
Well, they could have had the banana splits in it.
The banana splits. Wow, going way back. Anyway, so any final thoughts?
One banana, two banana.
One banana, two banana. We are out. That was The Running Man. We have run out of anything else to say about this movie. We out.
We out.
I can't stop it because I can't find my mouse. There it is. Bye.